Yeah, man. Hey, man, I think it's about time, man. I really think it's about time for us to, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and take that ride, you dig? Take that ride, man. Y'all with me, man? Y'all meet me out there, man. This mission, man. This mission from Shy to LA, baby. I'm on a mission. Say what? Why you niggas trippin'? Yeah. I'm on a mission. Say what? Why you niggas trippin'? Yeah. I'm on a mission. Why you niggas trippin'? Say what? I'm on a mission. Yeah. Why you niggas trippin'? From Shy to LA.
Alright, guys, this is what to be exact, man. I'm here because y'all, man. I'm getting some money. You know, that's my primary objective right now, to get more money. You know, so I can hurry up and get the financial freedom. Because there's a lot of different things out here on the planet that I could be doing right now. For real. You know, instead of being inside in an institution. Anyway, I'm listening to these lawyers, man. They talking about Diddy case, and a lot of them saying it's not a strong case, and the lawyers are saying Diddy gonna walk. And it's like, but this is day what, 6 or 7 of this trial, and a lot of people projected it was gonna go like probably 8 weeks, because maybe they got a lot of other type of tests, you know, like people that's on the testify, you know, in the second, but to me, I'm thinking it's gonna be like a kind of a mistrial. They don't got no real conclusive evidence, you know, based off what I've been hearing so far. You know, they got Cassie friends, you know, they got character witnesses, you know, that's testifying and stuff, and we don't have no merit on the case, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what they really holding that man for? Really? They might give him a bond. You know, what else they got to present, man? Like, you know, I want to see if they got some video footage or something, like, something that's really incriminating. You know, to say this man is guilty. You know, it's some of these allegations and stuff that, you know, that they saying, right? But it's like the only thing they using right now is Cassie, the domestic violence thing. They let off with that, and they trying to stick to that, they trying to drill that in. You know, like, that's the kind of like the stimulus for his actions, for what he's doing. Now, I want to see if they got like some real, like, credible proof. You know, they got some real credible proof, man, that can indict this man and just, you know, say that he is this, you know. But it's like, if they don't have that, man, it's like, this is a waste of time. They sitting up there holding that man in jail for a whole year. And I could relate, because I done been through some scenarios myself. Like, my neighbor on the first floor, she lied, against her or her daughter, whatever, conspired and shit. After I've been helping them all these years, the same type of thing, like, all these years I was helping them, like, I was kicking with, you know, the neighbor and stuff, you know what I'm saying, after work sometimes, drink a beer or something, you know, whatever, you know, do extra stuff, you know, as adults and all that, right? And, you know, the little daughter know me and stuff, and, you know, I buy them food and shit, and I just go in the building with other people. But this one particular night, I done got home from work, did overtime. I'm hearing this loud banging and shit at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. They waking up the building with they bullshit, kicking the door and shit. I'm like, damn. I look out the window, it's the neighbor, but I kick it with. And she on the first floor and I'm on the third. So I'm concerned. I put on my little, at that time, Securitized. I had a big Securitized supervisor coat. Put my little coat on and shit. I walked down the stairs. I'm trying to see what's going on. See if shit, right? Being a neighbor, you know. And plus we kicking, we homies and shit, right? So I get halfway down the stairs and shit. And I'm like, man, what's going on? Something. She's like, I can't get in. My son's asleep. You know, he got the doors locked in. I'm like, he got the doors locked in? You ain't got no keys? That's your crib. You ain't got no keys for your shit? Well, I ain't getting to all that, but that's what I was thinking, like, you know, She was putting back in the building up, banging the doors and shit. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Right? But her little daughter said, Mom, my window open on the back. I can just climb through the window. Open the door. So I was like, okay, well, you can come up through my apartment and we'll go down through the back to go down to your floor, and I can help you get in the window. Like, cool. So I helped her get in the window. I pushed the little girl up in the window. She got in the window, opened the doors for her mom and all that shit. Now, I went downstairs to check on the neighbor, and the neighbor she was in the apartment already. Her little daughter came out like, yeah, my mama said, you got like $5 or something? You know, I'm like, yeah, I got a couple dollars and shit. So I went upstairs, you know, got a couple dollars, and me and her used to kick it, you know what I'm saying, like kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean when I say kick it. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't trying to kick it. I was trying to go to sleep. You know, I had to work. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I go back upstairs, get $5, come back down and shit. But she asked me did I have anything to drink too, like pop or whatever. So I brought me a little pop downstairs and shit. You know, and I went in the room with her mother and shit. It's like I was so damn tired, I really couldn't do shit. You know, I was done, you know what I'm saying? From all the working and shit. I wasn't even trying to perform. I wasn't even trying to, how you put it, perform. Right? So I just gave it $5 and I was like, man, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, before I go, let me hit the washroom real quick. So I went to the washroom, I see her little daughter and shit, looking sad and shit. I'm talking about the crib, like ruined, you know what I'm saying? And I knew what was gonna happen to her, the mother, because I done seen it a number of times. From single mothers, they come over there in that area, especially in that building, they number drug dealers. Hood niggas walking all around. They was gonna get in her crib, which they did get in her crib, and turned her out. I'm talking about the crib was fucking terrible, like a disaster. You could tell it was a trap now. The niggas took over her shit. And that's like, I used to forewarn a lot of them people too, like, I'm talking with these niggas. I told my cousin that when he came over, told my lady that she, you know, it ain't no good. I ain't saying too much. But that's why I really wanted to split, because I wasn't trying to go after that shit. You know, dirty, filthy ass shit. You know, and I'm like, man, I can't deal with no filthy ass bra. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was clean when she first got out there, but like I said, the niggas got to her and turned her the fuck out. Hit on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I knew what time it was. That wasn't her son in the fucking room. That was a nigga up in that motherfucker. So I was like, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So I went to the washroom. I really was going to check up on her daughter after I'm seeing the conditions of the crib. You know, I was like, I passed her my little business card. Like, if you need something, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew what she was going through. Little girl was about 12, 13 years old, man. Her mama was putting her through that shit. Because she would be wild and shit. So I go back upstairs. Next day, I get off work. Motherfuckers, I went in the crib 10 minutes, police locked on the door. Open the door. They're like, you long? I'm like, yeah. You step out in the hallway or something. I'm like, yeah, what's going on? You got anything? No. Your idea. It's on the table, man, in the crib. My man said, you know, put your head behind your back. What's going on, man? Put me in the handcuffs, took me down to the truck. I'm sitting up in the truck like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I just got off. I just got off work. I'm like, I do security, man. I just got off work. You know, I'm sitting in the back. He was like, hold on, I'm letting you know what's happening. His when my partner come out, he had a female partner. She was up in there getting a statement or whatever. And I was like, man, I just got off work, man. What's going on, man? He was like, well, he said, you been detained for a lewd act. I said, a lewd act? I was like, what the? I didn't even know what a lewd act was. And I was like, this is crazy, man. Like, I just got off work, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, all right. Partner came back. They took me to the 3rd district. It's the second, but 3rd time I've been over there for some shit I don't even do. No crime, nothing. But just being in that situation, that neighborhood, it happened like that. So, and every time I defend myself, they give me a lawyer and all this. So I know what P. Diddy going through, kinda. You know, he really was in life like that. I mean, I'm just in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's all. And trying to be, how can I put it, a good neighbor and a good brother in Christ. You know, to my sister or whatever. But anyway, I'm in the 3rd district over there. I'm just looking at the police like, man, like, what's going on, man? Like, how long y'all gonna keep me up there? That's why I asked him, like, cause it was some bullshit. I was like, man, what the fuck is going on, man? We up in there talking like buddies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that at this point, the 3rd district over there know who I am. Because every time they tried to pull with me, I wouldn't get me a lawyer. I don't play that shit. I stood up with a lawyer, showing a black man. You just can't walk over anybody and put no stereotype on me and try to put a case on me and fuck up my shit. I stood up for the whole hood over there. Let them know you dealing with a black man over here. You ain't gonna be just doing what the fuck you want. You know, you see me. I'm putting respect on my damn name. Anyway, we up there talking and shit, you know what I'm saying, for about an hour or so, whatever. And then they unhooked me and let me out, you know what I'm saying? And they said, we already know about her, man. You know, we got it, such, she over here, like I said, they moving shit out her crib. And they got a case on her and shit already, you know what I'm saying? She was over there on the east side. You know, such. They've been, you know, doing their little homework and shit. Investigation. So they basically like, don't even worry about it. It's alright. So I knew the procedure. Gotta go to court. Got my little court date. I immediately got on the horn, got my lawyer. Yep. I had to pay, basically I paid $500. I paid a peon fee, another fee, for some bullshit. Same thing P. Diddy gonna do right now. This is some bullshit, because a lot of the shit that I'm listening to, it's admissible in court, like Cassie testimony. And I'm gonna break it down for y'all too when I do the podcast. Because she basically on the oath that she lied. That's a crime. She was, man, the case is so fucked up. It's like, they need to toss that shit out. Unless they got some real other hard, like, evidence that they can really, you know, pin on this man. You know, what is he doing wrong? And then I was listening to, who was that was saying something, I think it was the other, Charleston White. He was like, you gotta look at it like this, man. In that time, it was no type of laws, no sex trafficking type of laws or whatever you want to call it, for partying. These people partying all over the damn world. He's a big icon. He hosting parties, so it's like you gotta get people to and fro. You know, he flying people on this private jet and shit to the party and shit. You know, it wasn't no crime, but now it is. It's a crime. You know, they can pretty much insinuate that you got something going on. You know, because it's like, we be all and shit, and, you know, they try to put stigmas on you and all that. You know how it is, man. You know, he a big celebrity, high profile person. So he under the microscope already, you know. But he got his own security on top of this. So, you know, I'm seeing the big guy, he was coming out making, you know, saying his because he got fired. You know, basically they let him go. So of course he gonna say something, you know, because he's still trying to get some paper, he's still trying to get income. But I done been through this. I know exactly what he's going through. He sat up in there like I was sitting there in the holding cell too. Same thing. Just looking at the walls and shit like, what the fuck is going on? And they did me 3 times like that over there in Washington Park. 3 times like that. 2 times for my building and 1 time a traffic stop because I left my ID at home by accident. The man still took me to the station. He had my insurance and everything. He just took me because I didn't have my driver's license. I left it It was on New Year's Day. I'll never forget that shit. They gave that man, he had a nickname. His name was Batman or some shit. Held me up in that motherfucker. I missed the damn Christmas, the New Year's game and everything. I was like, man, I had to walk back to the crib on New Year's Day. I was dropping my little cousin, my oldest daughter, mother, nieces and nephews off at their, or cousins off at their house, right around the corner. It was like a block away. So I left my ID. This man ran me in a block. My brother, man, I couldn't believe it. Cool ass nigga. Anyway, man, I know what Diddy going through. And I'm just listening to these lawyers because it's a waste of time. It's all about money anyway. You know, that's all what this was about. You know, they're trying to send it, they're trying to bring down, like I said, every strong black, especially if you're a dark black too, all that shit. But I didn't say they tried with Michael Jordan, yeah, they tried. But they couldn't get MJ. He was too smart. You know, he left the scene completely. You know, before they even got, you know, got the nerve to even try to put it with him. He dipped out of here so fast. You know, they was calling him names in the street, calling him what they call Mike when he was here. Because they say he was cheating on his wife, right? I forget the word, but they tried to label him like that. So Mike got up out of here. I remember everything that happened with MJ, and it's like a lot of stuff in that sense. Because MJ, that one time, he wasn't even talking to nobody for a whole year. He didn't talk to nobody. Because he got tired of this shit. He would get fined every game. They would come to him, put the mics in his face. He would walk away from the shit. Right here locally. I'll never forget that shit. He said, after he made a statement, like, look, he said, I'm tired of y'all, man, y'all such, disrespecting me. He said, I'm done talking to y'all. And Mike stopped. They don't say anything about that. Yeah, I'll never forget it. Mike wasn't saying shit to their ass. They was trying to treat him. He was like, what? You ain't gonna do nothing. Like, you ain't gonna treat me. And I'm making y'all money? Hell no. So this basically was, this whole thing really came about because Diddy, he cashed out from Revolt TV. He left the network, right? And you can start seeing the coupling effects of what was going on. Then the little bad dealings with Ciroc, I think he cut his ties with them because he was changing his life, you know. And sometimes when you making these people a lot of money, these corporations and shit, that's all they thinking about. They want their money. They don't care about shit else, you know. You know, he just had an epiphany. You know, he get older, his kids get older and shit. You know, he can't keep doing that, you know, being in a light like that. So he was trying to fall back. As y'all see, he was calling himself Love, you know. When they honored him at the BET Awards. You know, he was on a different quest, a different path in his life. You know what I'm saying? Changed his life. But they bringing all this shit up from 2016. You know what I'm saying? That's more than a decade old. Well, damn near a decade old. They brought her case and they're trying to highlight that as the main thing. To use to try to indict that man. It's crazy. They ain't got nothing else to talk about. You know, they done brought another girl up there. You know, they had her testimony. I mean, what else they got? You know, they got the lawyers representing all these clients. They got like 100 people. But these are people that voluntary, and they signed NDAs and stuff when they got to the party. So they couldn't really disclose a lot of the information. They couldn't film anything in there. So what? I don't understand it. I don't even understand it. They don't get no evidence of nothing. And if it was something that was filmed, it was from his network, his production. That was for him, you know. A lot of people, they had to get their cell phones up, turn it, or something like that when he came into his party. So, It's just a bunch of bullshit, man. You know, it's like they just holding that man up. That's all they basically doing is holding him up. They wasting his damn time. They just making a statement. You know what I'm saying? For any black that try to do something, especially if you're a man. They did Bill Cosby like that because he was trying to buy NBC. When he said he was going to buy NBC, you see what happened to Bill Cosby at fucking 80 years old. Got him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Sean Combs. No telling what he was about to do. He probably was about to do something big. You know, Kobe, when he was here, Kobe had started a league in China. He was already generating income. I'll never forget, he was on ESPN panel, and he was jaw-dropping with one of the analysts. And he was like, look, man, I'll vote for you. And after that statement, it was over with. They didn't like what he said. Because of how Kobe was moving, the man worth well more than what they said he worth. He generated income because he had already started a league in China. The man, he spoke like 9 different languages. He's very intellectual. Kobe Bryant, my peer. You know what I'm saying? They got him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm thinking Kobe didn't really die. That's what I believe. I think Kobe got up out of here like Tupac. Because he was hanging with Tupac. He was hanging with Tupac for a long time. And got up out of here. You know what I'm saying? They said he got shot down by elephant. I think that's what they did try to shoot him down. You know, because he would take those helicopter rides because he would avoid the traffic. You know, and I can relate to what he's going through because now I'm on the Stevenson Expressway traveling back and forth to take my kids because I got my kids out the city. I ain't messing with the daycare here because they didn't even want to let me in the daycare here. So I got them in a whole nother different, type of environment. No shooting, none of that bullshit. They way out there in Justice, Illinois, Hickory Hills. You know what I'm saying? Giving them something else to do. That's what I do. That's what I'm doing. Got them out of the scene right here. You know, because it's a problem, man. I think all blacks is on some bullshit, man. Like, we ain't really on our game and stuff. Like, right now, I'm doing all this all the time. It's been a good month. You know, and I'm an OG down here. I kill this shit. This is what I do. This was the 12th event in this month. I work every day. I used to work every day. 10 years straight. I'm talking about all days. One event. I didn't get care. I was so thirsty, man. And I got my company started. I'm publishing my music. This the last hurrah for me. You know, I just came back like Mike came back. I just came back to finish the job. The mission. That's the only reason I came back to this contract with this new company. I couldn't say you know. But I came back and I'm gonna finish it. You know, and my mentor used to always say, he used to sit up here and tell her, Martin, it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. It ain't how you start, it's how you finish. I'm gonna finish this shit the way I wanna finish it. You know, I got bread and all that, but I'm gonna finish, like my mentor Ned. They all came from that, man. He built this house from the ground and, you know, I love me to kick with him. He was like, why man still working? Because he's not finished with his goal yet. And man, he already told that he was gonna leave. You know, he got his house built up, he's still trying to buy some more property, buying properties. He's not done yet. But his blueprint. Same thing, I'm not done with my blueprint yet. I'm not gonna leave, you know, something to do. I know it's gonna help me get to that, accomplish that goal. Hell no. I'm gonna do some shit that's gonna make it extra harder. At this age, fuck no. I ain't doing shit. This it. And after that, it's over. Ain't no more reason for nobody doing something. It's the When Harry Met Sally argument. So, anyway, man, I gotta get up off the live. Supposed to start at 1:30. I don't know the manager. I'm chilling, so, you know, ain't nobody said nothing yet, so. But, I've been calling him already. But anyway, make sure I like shit, comment, subscribe, transfer this from this to my my topic because now they won't let me do the YouTube on this whole top. So I can't go live on YouTube. So, and y'all know this is my document that I'm at work. So they won't be saying nothing when I got to prove that. That's what I used to do before, this time came with this new company. We used to have to sign our own stuff in and out. Every day, Securitas, we used to have our paperwork right over there. So put the paper right there, and we'll sign in and sign out. But I think we should sign in. Sign out. One of them, I forget. I think we should sign out when we was leaving the building. Now the managers sign us in and sign us out, even with the events. This is just my document that I'm at work. And then they got these apps where you can track their stuff, but they don't be updating their stuff because they short staffed. But yeah, it is what it is, man. But we're gonna keep y'all abreast of what's going on with this case. I said I'm gonna do the podcast. I knew we was gonna come back. But when they started talking about this man, trial, and now we here, they just trying to railroad through the butter, man. That's all they trying to do. Cause he got too much money, man. He got other stuff going on right now too, probably that they don't like. And whenever he generates wealth like that, yeah, he been a black independent company from day one. Bad Boy been around since the late 80s. Rockefeller been around since the 70s. Rockefeller Records. And P. Diddy done hit the most artists, but he done pretty much had pretty much the most successful talents that has came out. A lot of people that we know now is well renowned now, because he really put the work ethic in these individuals and it helped build his brand, and everybody he influenced. Like he started a lot of people off. If it weren't for Diddy, there wouldn't be no Jay-Z, for real. There wouldn't be no Jay-Z. I mean, if him up for Diddy giving him a light, because he featured that man on that boy project, man. Christopher Walker's project. And that's how it started. How Sean Combs came in, he came in through Heavy D. Heavy D started him off as a dancer. And, fame for a favor. That's how it went down. But anyway, I gotta get up off the live, man. I couldn't see where I'm supposed to be here, what I'm supposed to be doing. I just want to get in here, get in, get out. It's all about the script. And all across the world, the real niggas, Scarface. But that's what I'm on, man. That's why I'm here. Getting this extra passive income, putting it away. For that rainy day. And that's gonna be when I'm chilling. Somewhere. But anyway, man, I ain't get about it. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe.
Yeah. Hey, man. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. That's for all y'all niggas out there, man. Yeah. That's saying I ain't the OG, the original. Yeah. Hey, man. You's a duplicate. Yeah. You's a duplicate. You's a dude, nigga. Yeah. You's a duplicate, nigga. You's a duplicate. You's a dude, nigga. And I'm the original motherfucking OG, nigga. Yeah, don't forget to get your custom t-shirts, you dig what I'm talking about, from LC the One. You see the custom prints all over the shirt, you dig what I'm talking about, we ain't playing no game. The custom sweater, you dig what I'm talking about, yeah. With the back end print on the same. I got the t-shirts as well, you dig, unisex, long sleeve, you dig. Now we got the full zip up, you dig what I'm talking about, straight up with the hood on it, straight up with the back print as well, you dig what I'm talking about, we ain't playing no game. And then I got the full zip up, custom with the pockets on it and stuff, you dig what I'm talking about, back print and sleeve imprint. You dig what I'm talking about? Prints everywhere. Then I got the yoga pants. You dig what I'm talking about? Joggers. You dig what I'm talking about for men. And I got the crop new t-shirts for the ladies. You dig what I'm talking about? Look at that. She look comfortable in it. Then I got the sports bra. You dig what I'm talking about? Get the sports bra. You dig what I'm talking about? The back print. You dig what I'm talking about? The back print. You dig what I'm talking about? We ain't playing no game. And then I got the yoga pants for the ladies. You dig what I'm talking about? Biker booty shorts. You dig what I'm talking about? So that put that piece can round out. You dig what I'm talking about? Then I got the yoga leggings. You dig what I'm talking about? For ladies. So when she jogging and everything. And I got the capris right there with the custom LC right between the thighs. You dig? And I got the custom socks. You dig what I'm talking about? You ain't gonna find no more socks like that nowhere on the planet. And then last but not least, I got the LC the one jersey. You dig what I'm talking about? Then I got the back print on there. Look at that back print, look good. Then I got the Illmatic one, my street ball jersey with the 2-4 on it. And then I got the little sleeve pull-up bag right there for the ladies. You dig on drawstring bag. And then I got the real backpack. You know what I'm talking about? LC the one. Look at the back. Look at the front. You dig on look at the top. You dig what I'm talking about? Everything is looking good. You dig what I'm talking about? In LC the one's neighborhood. And then I got the X-Star iPhone 10 case. You dig what I'm talking about? And then I got the iPhone 6 case. 7, 8, 9. Just order what you want. And then I got the custom print. You dig what I'm talking about? LC the one, baby. And then I got the custom mug. And when you want to get drunk and drink and stuff to my stream. And then I got the snuggle pillow when you want to get snuggle with your lady. Yeah.